Okay, so I like to start my research on my guests by looking through their LinkedIn profile, and you get a pretty good sense of their. Yeah, it's a really good way to sort of get a sense of the career arc and the journey. So, you graduated from University of Washington with a Bachelor of Science in Informatics and Cybersecurity. You had a few internships, as you said, that were just to have an internship or get through the holidays or whatever. But one was a summer internship for a healthcare cybersecurity startup. And you were the VP of communication for ISACA's University of Washington branch. Is that right? Before landing a job with KPMG. So, I think we get a lot of comments in YouTube, comments after episodes and saying, I've got this cert, I've got this certificate, I've got this degree, and I'm just not getting bites, and I think there's this sort of notion that like, once I graduate, like a limo is going to come up to my front door and whisk me off to my dream job. But can you talk about this period of learning and gaining experience and networking and how it influenced your current career path?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think for me and being able to reflect on it, being on the other side of it as well, it's kind of easier to point to some of the things that maybe at the time I didn't even realize I was kind of doing right, but then ended up paying dividends later on. Right. And I think the position at ISACA definitely helped. That was just a student group within the University of Washington, but being able to demonstrate the leadership capabilities that then translated well towards consulting. But even more so, I think, and this is kind of the broader theme, being able to demonstrate that you have an interest in cybersecurity outside of classwork itself, right? There's a lot of people that have taken a cybersecurity class. Maybe that class leads to a certification. And at the end of the day, if that's just a part of a degree, it doesn't say as much to someone who's looking to hire you that you're genuinely interested in the field and passionate about it. Like we already talked about, right? There's a lot of people that are really excited about this field. And ultimately, the people who are excited about it are the people who are going to put in the time to learn and grow within the field. What I've learned so far, my experience is practically none of the knowledge from my undergraduate studies in cybersecurity actually translate very well to the real world. A good example would be security operations centers, for example. Had never heard of that in college. And then sure enough, all of a sudden I learned that companies are spending tens of millions of dollars on a security operations center every single year, maybe a few $1 million just for the technology stack within their security operations center. And so you do have to have that kind of desire to learn about new capabilities within security. And I think different side projects, for example, or again, getting involved with student groups, maybe it's even a cybersecurity specific internship. In my case, again, it was software development, but for a cybersecurity company, and you're able to kind of tell that story about your interest in the space that really sets you out from the crowd.
Yeah. Did you get a sense in your early interviews like that they were looking at these sort of extracurriculars and seeing that you had this extra interest?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think another piece in particular was being able to talk about different security events that were going on around the time that I was interviewing. I think there's a lot of folks that were just kind of interested again in the space and we're always hoping to learn more, even that we're interviewing. And it's hard to stay on top of all the different cybersecurity news that's going on every day. And so when you're able to talk about some event that your interviewer hasn't even heard of, make it relevant to the position that you're actually applying for and ask an insightful question, the interviewer is just going to immediately think, oh, wow, that's really interesting. Something I hadn't considered before. This person is clearly bringing some new perspective to the table, and they're clearly spending time in the industry because they're able to go find all these different events that are occurring.
I'm excited to announce that our Infosec skills platform will be releasing a new challenge every month with 3 hands-on labs to put your cyber skills to the test. Each month, you'll build new skills ranging from secure coding to penetration testing to advanced persistent threats and everything in between. Plus, we're giving away more than $1,000 worth of prizes each month. Go to infosecinstitute.com/challenge and start your challenge right now.